Hello everyone and welcome to the third episode of the Cast, aka the Anime Super Simps podcast. And today we're going to look at all our 3x3s, aka, you know, the format with 9 anime in like little boxes
manga.
under each other.
And manga.
Oh, and a manga.
Don't get it
and a
fucked
manga,
up, bro.
sorry.
Hello guys, just to clarify, there was a few production issues, not in the visual or audio department. First things first, post me, Nooberton is editing this one. Usually it has been done by Doofy up to this point, but we're probably going to rotate around editing, so do tell us in the comments who you prefer editing wise, because we may be influenced by that to some degree. But also, the idea for this video was to do everyone's 3x3. But we realized that we don't know how to shut up. That's why I had to cut out most of the intro and slim it down and put in this. But also, we only got to do one person's. That would be mine. I posted it first, so I got to win in this one. But we'll have the next two, as our next videos. Let that be known. So Doofy and Taiyo will be the next one up on the list. But we pretty much spent an entire hour going over my 3x3. So, with that being said, we can go back.
How many more times we're going to introduce it? Noob, you want to give it a run too, I guess? Do the fucking rounds? Like every
Hello
other
guys,
episode?
welcome back to another
One more time.
Cast episode. Today we have My Name is Doofy, Taiyo, and of course, your favorite, because actually no, I'm your least favorite. Confirmed least favorite off the first episode comment section. Nooberton.
Can we get a poll going in the comments? Who's your least favorite Askcast member? Mine is...
I'll make sure to put the poll, actually. We want to see it. We know who's the least
Yours
favorite
is-
for us.
Alright guys,
We know my name's...
let's get something out of the way, folks.
Yes,
I'm going to be the bigger
yes,
man here, okay? I'm going to be the bigger man here. And,
Yes.
we recognize it's been a while since the last Askcast podcast. I just want to be the bigger man here and say that the responsibility of this unfortunate delay is entirely on the shoulders of Taiyo. And I had nothing to do with it, and I was the driving force behind the podcast. Fuck Taiyo. But we did it, boys. We arranged the third episode.
We did it, finally.
And what are we doing today, Taiyo?
We're looking at a 3x3, you fuckhead.
So now that all the fake fans are gone and the real Askcast fans have returned,
Yes.
let's do these 3x3s. So
What's up?
I do believe Mr.
Hell yeah,
Noobs are
boys.
first.
Ah, yes. Mine
Yes,
is first. That's
Mr.
crazy.
Nooberton.
So, everyone, do the reveal.
I've just
3.
revealed it.
Oh, you dumb bitch. You were supposed to do it on a countdown.
Oh.
God damn it.
Okay,
Alright.
close my eyes.
3,
Now,
2,
now I gotta
1. Boom.
We did it.
Oh,
Okay.
I got it.
Now the
I got
fans
it.
can see it at
Wow.
least.
Yay, anime.
They didn't
Oh.
want to
First of
share
all-
the same experience with you guys, but
First comment.
First of all,
Why
I
are
don't
there no
see
manga?
any manga.
I mean,
Yeah, we
Come
were
on,
talking
bro.
about anime.
no manga would,
fucker.
hold a candle to anime for me. So,
Um,
Big L,
Oh,
Mr. Nooberton.
oh.
If this was
Oh,
TikTok, I
oh,
would comment like an Easter Island head underneath your TikTok, and I would confuse you. But just know that it's an insult, because I actually
If you
don't know what it
want
means
to,
either.
if you want to, swap Love is War anime with the manga. If you want to. But
Do you? Oh, if I want to. But do you like the Love Is War anime more than the manga?
I think I would say I like the manga more simply because it's covered more material.
Yeah. Okay. But anyways, enough of our commentary, bro. Like, you give us a little bit of a rundown, and we'll
Yes.
interject where we feel necessary.
Alright. So,
Yes.
let's make it obvious. Front center. It's, of course, Musume Pretty Derby.
Okay.
Now, to the My Name is Doofy or Taiyo fans, or just general Askcast fans who don't care about me, you're questioning, what the hell is this crap? And I'm telling you, it's not actually crap. It's peak fiction, guys. Like,
It's not for
I'm
everyone.
crying, man.
It a lot of sex crimes happen in this show. They all have ties to the mafia. It's incredibly dark. It's definitely not for the faint of
Incredibly
heart.
dark.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Psychopaths, just clean as hell by comparison, really.
Oh god, Uma Musume, that does not pass the vibe check.
That was like the
Um,
kitty pick, right?
Okay. No, okay, but for real, what is it about, man? Tell me.
Told you, sex crimes and mafia violence.
So
We
it's
can't
horse
say
girls.
the S word on YouTube. We'll get demonetized.
You can, but it has to be a minute afterwards. It has to be after a minute.
Oh yeah.
We spent
oh yeah.
long
Oh, yeah, shit.
ranting on
Now
this
I
video,
can
so
can
we're
I
good.
can I now say all fucking racial slurs too?
Well,
Hell
let's
yeah.
not.
I would not recommend that, but
Let's not. I would not recommend it myself either, so I will not. That was, by the way, a joke. I don't do that. Okay.
yeah.
This
You
is
gotta
a
work on
joke.
your delivery because it's never obvious to us.
Bro, my voice is as monotone as my fucking anime taste. Come
It
on.
simply does not shift. You will
So-
never know when he's
okay, but-
joking.
Uma Musume, what's it
But
about?
Uma Musume, yeah, tell me.
So
Tell
it's
us,
horse
actually,
girls
sorry.
racing and derby, and I particularly put season 2 because that shit's fucking tragic as fuck. And it's surprising as hell because of that. You know, that's something I really like. I want to be, put aback. I want to be like, hold up, damn, okay. And this is exactly what the show did. Like, I watched the original series as a joke. I was in the VC with one of the boys, and I'm like, yo, should I just watch this? Should I watch this? And he was like, you know what? Fuck it, sure. I'm like, you know what? I'm not a bitch. I'll watch it. And you know what? I did watch it, and I was actually enjoying the fuck out of it, right? That shit was fun. First season, a fun, good time. Absolutely love it. And then the second season, I figured out was airing that next winter season. And I'm like, oh, okay. Why not? And there's so much different with it. They changed the main character.
Really?
Yeah, big
Do you
thing
like-
with this show.
Do you like the new main character more or less than
By
the first
far.
one?
What-
By far? Okay.
My favorite character of all time.
Oh,
Ah. So
The two main
your
characters of
favorite-
this show
in-
are
in general,
amazing,
like,
phenomenal.
your favorite character of all time, like actually.
Yes.
So
Damn,
wait,
okay.
what exactly
Horse girl.
is it about this show that you absolutely love? Like, what is there a very particular thing that jumps out to you that makes this like your easy #1 anime?
Well, it's not number one. We'll go into that. But it's number
true.
2.
Sorry, I forgot
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that #1.
But like, I love to cry at anime. You'll see a few of these. Yeah, definitely ones where it's possible to cry at.
Yeah.
That quite people probably cried at one of the anime if they've watched through them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this does it a lot. Ufusume did make me cry multiple goddamn times. Episode 12 hit like
Damn.
a truck.
What does the tragedy surround? Like, do they have like traumatic backstories, or are they sad they lost a horse race? Like, give me some help here, brother.
Okay, so that gets into spoiler territory to a certain degree. But at the
Oh.
first episode, main character wins the race, and you're like, oh, okay, so this is just going to be fun, whatever. But at the concert, you realize, oh, she broke her leg. Oh fuck, and and you think, oh, this
She
is going to be
broke her
one
leg.
time, sure, whatever. Also, big thing to note: since it's based on real life, they have to go with it. If a horse breaks its leg to any degree, it's way more important than if a human breaks its leg.
Yeah.
So they have to take it way more seriously, and that's why they do take it more seriously. And they're like, we don't know if you'll be able to race, and and this is important because main character wants to win the Triple Crown. It's 3 G1 races. It's a lot to know about horses. God damn, it's so much information, but still.
Are you a bit of a derby connoisseur now?
Horse.
Do you think you could go down
Yes,
to a horse racetrack and probably fare pretty well?
No, but I'd be able to be like, oh, I know about this stuff.
Fair? Okay.
Okay. Because of the show, do you want to become a horse rider?
No,
Absolutely not, he said.
no.
Come on.
That's why it's only
fun.
his second favorite. That's why it's only
But-
his second favorite.
It's so tragic, right? You think one time, okay, sure, right? You can rub it off. 2 times.
No,
you're
but
like,
this
fuck.
isn't your favorite show anymore.
It's my
Never
second
was
favorite.
for, like,
My
a
first
good-
favorite always
Well-
sat at its first favorite when I watched it. I'm going to be talking about it. It's on here.
Okay.
Doofy knows what it is.
Yeah, did you
Taiyo may
guess-
not.
Well, say maybe a few final remarks about Musume before we move on, and then see if Taiyo can guess your #1 anime.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, because
so
you have 9
really,
anime listed here.
Musume, so fucking great. They have a side arc that's absolutely tragic with Rice Shower. Holy fuck, that was a sad one. Where I'm not a heel, I'm a hero.
What was the name? What was the name? One more time.
Rice Shower.
Rice Shower? Is
Yes.
that a horse name or a human name?
This
Horse name.
That's
the
a very
horse
nice
name.
They're all based off real horses, so they're the name of the horse in real life is the name of the character.
So wait, who is racing in the anime? Is it the girls that race each other, and they're the horses?
Yes.
Like,
Yes, they're the horses.
Yes, they are literal horse
They're
girls.
literal
that, like,
horse
run.
girls. I thought they were
Yes.
just like the owners of horses. That's
No.
weird. You like horse girls?
No.
That's weirder. I thought they were just like horse
Doofy,
owners.
did you not know this?
No, I asked
How
you
did you
before,
not
and
know
you did not
this,
clear this
bro?
up.
I've shown you so many gifs of it, and you see the girls have horse ears.
Yeah, I just thought it was a cute
Horse
anime
tail.
aesthetic, though. You know what I mean? Like they're really into it. Like they love their horses. But you know what? You're right.
Okay.
I thought it was funny that I never saw any horses in the show before. So it's kind of
This man is so. Okay, but wait. I do want to ask a question though. Do they run on their hind legs, or not?
They're
What?
they're humanoid.
Yeah,
Do they run
it's
like
track.
humans?
They
Do
run
they,
like
like-
humans. It's
They are humans.
just
Do
just
they-
think of it like track, but it's derby. They call it derby, but it's pretty much track when you think about it.
This is so. This is just stupid. They just have horse ears and they're called horses now.
well,
All right, it's a lot to
there are
it's a
some
lot to
other
go
things.
through.
I love.
But once you get over all this weirdness, the show has so many strong points. You know
what?
So many
It's-
emotional
No,
hits.
but bro, why couldn't have they just made this like an actual like
you just
people
want an
running
actual track anime
like-
of like hot boys. All right, calm yourself, Taiyo. I know you're.
No, no,
Bueno,
I
high
already
school
have
bueno.
Devilman. I already have the Devilman Crybaby for that shit. So don't come at me, bro.
You haiku fan, shut
No,
the hell
but-
up. All right.
IQ is good.
but more on that
Fuck
later,
you.
I'm sure. Anyways, I guess that's Uma Musume. You learn something
I have so
new
much
every
to
day.
say. Watch my videos. I may make a big video on Musume season 2.
So
I
Taiyo, guess what his favorite anime is?
It's
Okay,
on here,
so
so.
we have plastic. We have Plastic Memories, Violet Evergarden, Vivi, Psychopaths. Well, Uma Musume, that's your second favorite. And we have Kaguya, Sama Love is War. The one with the girl with the gun. I don't know what it is again. What's it
Chibunyo?
again?
Chibunyo? What is it?
I don't know how to pronounce it either.
either. I know
That's
it's Chibunyo,
especially
but-
wrong, Doofy. But go off.
Bunny Girl does not know or something. Bunny Rascal. That
Yep.
thing.
Movie style.
And like I have no clue what the fuck.
is that Sleepy
last
Princess?
one is. What is that?
Yep. There you go. Good job,
Oh.
Doof.
Bro,
I'm
there's
good,
a
I-
fly in my room and I want to kill it so bad, but it just
Nah,
keeps flying.
but first
Deal
we need
with
to
it.
figure out Noob's favorite
No
anime.
way. Okay, I don't think it's Plastic Memories,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
I don't think it's Kaguya-sama, I don't think it's Psychopaths, I don't think it's any of the bottom three. So I think...
Okay.
No, wait. It's not Vivi, right? It's not Vivi. It's not Plastic... I think it's Violet
I can't
Evergarden.
confirm nor deny anything.
Just give us an answer, Taiyo, man. We're not giving you any
So you
hints.
say Violet Evergarden?
Violet Evergarden, yeah. That's the one I'm going for.
You're
Ladies and
absolutely
gentlemen,
correct.
I got
It's
it.
Violet Evergarden.
We've got him.
Okay,
So talking
good.
with that, Noob, man, give us a bit of Violet Evergarden.
Okay, so
Violet
I've watched
Evergarden,
it.
boy.
I think a bit early into my anime watching, and they always complain about the first episodes being slow, and I usually in concession say, yeah, sure, but no, I never believed that. When I watched it, I'm like, wow, damn, this is good. Like, even at this part where most people call it slow, I'm like, damn, this is good. I was really enjoying it. Thought it was at least solid 8 out of 10. Probably like 9 out of 10 material then, at least, back at that time. And then, it starts hitting all the emotional beats. I absolutely love that. I think the concept behind it of, sending the message about... It's a show I simply don't want to talk about most times because none of the words I can say
Okay.
can give justice to the show by any means. But like, you know, I love crying at shows.
Make a video
I
about it,
cried
bro.
my damn eyes out.
Make a video about it.
Yeah,
Now
I
wanna know
strictly
your
have
real
it because
thoughts.
my words would, you know, be shit for it.
You mentioned it in many videos though.
I've only mentioned it like a couple of times when you
Yeah.
think about it.
Oh,
I'm not talking about it much in my videos.
that's fair.
But yeah,
you
this is my
don't.
favorite damn anime. I was able to watch the movie in theaters. Absolutely love the movie. You know, gives a nice, clean conclusion to it. You love to see that, right? You see so many anime not get to conclude. This is concluded. it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. I fucking hate most anime endings because they just don't end. Because it's supposed to be in a second season or a movie, but there isn't one. So now I'm actually into Violet Evergarden. I'm gonna check it out. I've never seen it.
You
so-
haven't? Whoa.
No, I
That's
haven't.
like an anime crime,
I haven't
bro.
seen Violet Evergarden.
You have not seen it, Violet Evergarden, because like, listen.
Bro, I have. Okay, listen, bro. I have not seen any of the mainstream shonen out there. I have not seen.
Don't you
any,
love haiku?
Like,
Why did you watch
Haiku, no,
Haiku,
I'm not-
alright?
Very mainstream
Haiku,
shonen.
first of all, it's Haiku, not haiku.
Same thing.
Haiku, thank you.
1, 2,
No, it's
3,
not,
4,
because a
5.
haiku.
1,
They make
2,
poems,
3,
right?
4, 5, 6,
2,
7.
3, 4, 5,
1, 2,
6,
3,
7.
4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an
That's a
haiku.
haiku.
But you also have haiku, and
Haiku
haiku and
is-
haiku is it's literally volleyball. But
But it's a
I
mainstream
meant like
shonen.
mainstream shonen. No, I meant like most of the mainstream shonens that aren't sports shonen. Because
Fair.
I'm now watching iShield 21, which is against sports, because I
That's pretty
just
cool.
like sports anime for some reason.
I like that you like sports
But-
anime.
Hey, there's a really good one that's on my list. It's called Musume Pretty Derby.
That's a sport,
That's
isn't
not a sports series. That's,
It is a
I
sport.
refuse to watch.
Every
absolutely
fucking
is.
site
refuse to watch
classifies it as a
I
sports
refuse.
anime.
Because
Okay.
they are the
Okay,
horses
much
and they are
more.
running, I'd concede absolutely.
You can think it as track or you can think it as derby. They're both sports.
But see, my thing is, if
Okay.
it was actually about derby in the sense of people betting on horses and shit, that would be
Right,
a gambling show,
yeah.
not a sports show.
It's not about people
I would
gambling.
love a gambling show
But it's
about
not,
people
though, exactly.
gambling about derbies.
It's horse girls running. It's
Yeah, so
track
you
and
can
field,
think of
the
it as
anime.
track.
But okay, go on. Wait, where were you with all this?
Yeah.
Okay, Taiyo was explaining why he hasn't seen Vivi and he's or
No,
Violet
Violet.
Evergarden.
No, Violet. I have not seen a lot of shows that are really popular, and I don't feel bad about it.
That's
Doofy,
fair.
you should be
That's-
talking
that's
because
fair.
you hadn't watched like Violet Evergarden until you're like, fine, whatever. Let's see if Nooberton's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know, at least I had watched it, and like this
You
is the
have
thing.
now.
I'm always like wavering with Violet Evergarden because like I'm definitely in the group of people that think that there are a lot of slow parts because I just don't care for that kind of. I don't know how to best phrase it, but like
I think
You know, a
I-
lot of
like
a lot
you
of the
still
sounds
admire
really
it, but
weird
you didn't
for-
love it. You didn't love the experience that much. It was a good
well,
experience.
it's like
Not a
when it was
lovely
good, it was
experience.
like I loved it, but it's just that there was so many of those like just parts like you know them talking and just you know subtle dialogue and just character building more or less, but it wasn't exactly what I was interested in. But the highs of that show were like undeniable. Like I'll never. I guess episode 6 with the playwright, that was my favorite fucking episode. Just you know, just to see him deal with.
That's a hot take Doofy has. Doofy doesn't think episode 10's all that.
Not nearly as much as this
Everyone
is the
else
thing, episode
raves
10.
about episode 10.
episode 10. Like the fucking ending is so obvious, and that's fine. Like I'm fine with obvious endings, but it just loses potency to me. And I'm like, I knew this was gonna happen. I still cry, but I'm like, it wasn't to the effect that I was expecting because this is like known as like the like saddest thing in anime, and I'm just like, no, I've seen much sadder. But episode 6, I thought that I don't know. There's something about the whole like father-daughter dynamic that I get really emotional about, and just the
Yeah, that was
prospect
the one
of the struggling like playwright. Like I don't know, just struggling creative types is something I sympathize
That's the
with a lot.
start of what it was. It's like, you know,
Back-
it was solid before, but then I started crying after that constantly.
Yeah,
at
I
the
think
show.
yeah. After episode like 4, it's like all uphill. Absolutely. I mean, fuck, they had some pretty, like, the flashback episodes in the very end. I mean, sometimes they feel a little out of place to me, but, like, holy fuck, were they amazing for, like, Violet's character. And like I think I mentioned in our podcast about the spring anime about Vivi, I'm like, you know, the whole idea of trying to, you know, someone trying to figure out an emotion, like a robot essentially doing that, was done very well with Violet Evergarden. I love the trajectory of that throughout the series. That's why she's like the paradigm case for me for like, you know, what is love?
Isn't Vivi like a sort of Violet Evergarden?
Yeah.
Isn't it like?
But we'll
really
Yeah, I
talk
get
about
compared
that.
a lot to
some
it. It's fair.
aspects?
Fair comparison.
But like this is the other thing real quick on
Yeah,
Violet Evergarden, because we can't have like
Mhm.
20-minute combos on each single entry, but there's just a lot to say on like these first few. For some reason, and I think I mentioned this before, like in a video, but I've fucking said it to Noob all the time, because like when we hang in DC, like Chip will read hot takes, and so often people will be like, Violet Evergarden was okay, but it's over animated, and I'm like, holy fuck, what does that mean to be over animated? I'm like, if that's your only problem with Violet Evergarden, you're fucking grasping at straws, my guy. It's like, it's over, it looks too damn good. I'm like, okay, whatever. Go watch fucking, I don't know, what's a bad animated show? Go watch X-Arms or something.
I think that's really over animated as well, man. That shit looked so fucking good. Holy shit.
So good.
But yeah, Violet Evergarden's good.
Okay.
Watch it for sure for like
Yeah,
sad
I've
things.
not. I actually now to get back to your 3x3 noob. I have not seen any show except Vivi and the first 5 episodes of Psychopaths, and the rest I just haven't even.
This motherfucker.
Plastic Memories I've heard of like a lot. I've heard a lot of Plastic Memories, but I never really wanted to watch another sad anime when I was on my spree. I watched the first few episodes of Clannad. I dropped it because I was just too sad because I already watched Anohana and I watched Your Line April back to back, and I was like,
Yeah.
I
I actually
can't
think I
take
did too.
another, man.
Well, that's the thing.
I can't take.
Plastic Memories would have destroyed you. You'd be
Yeah.
gone for.
I really want to watch Plastic Memories. I think I'd love
Plastic Memories, I think, is one of the. I think it's maybe the winner as the most sad. It has the most sad episode ever, and there's a few more like pretty sad episodes as well.
Okay.
That, you know, would be within the top 10. Like pretty much
Yeah.
every episode where they really tried to go for it are ones that are in top 10 for me.
it. Okay. So I guess tell us a little more about
okay.
Plastic Memories then while we're here.
So like
Hey,
its concept, it's a sci-fi world, it's a sci-fi-ish rom-com, and pretty much the one thing is that there's cyborgs. They're very much like humans, but they only have a 10-year-ish. It's a little bit less than 10-year lifespan. So, you know, long enough to get attached to them by far, and we're following our main character,
Oh.
our main couple that are working in a service that pretty much collects the robots when they're about to expire.
Okay.
And it's based off a human and a robot partner. So our
Oh.
main couple are the partner, and they are collecting, you know, some of them. So like the first episode is with like a grandma, and the child's a robot, and the child like takes care of the grandma. It's like so sad seeing that, you know. And there's a couple others, but the big development of the show is that the main girl, Iska, is pretty much closed off. And it's obvious why. The show is very obvious with a lot of its things. That, yeah, she's going to die. Very end of the show, you know she's dead, right? She's simply, there's nowhere around it. Or you'd be like, oh, they do a bullshit thing. Don't worry, they don't do a bullshit thing. She does die, and it's absolutely tragic. It's beautiful.
This
moment.
is spoilers, bro. What the
Destroying my eyes out. It's so obvious that it's not a spoiler.
Yeah. I think, well, I mean, like the whole premise is like robots have 10 years to live. So it's like,
But
you know.
you still get hit by it. You still get hit by it. Even though you know she's going to die. You somehow get surprised by it. And that's what I absolutely love. You get so sucked in on that last episode, and then when it finally flips the switch to the I'm going now, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And I rewatched that last episode. Like, I was just crying at their subtle moments of, just being with each other, just being a normal couple.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they all built up to. The main dude, he just wanted Isuka to understand that you shouldn't close yourself off in your final years of life. Well, your final year, final 2 months, really, is what it's made out to be. You shouldn't try to hide back to make sure you don't hurt people. It will hurt, but we very much appreciate the moments in which we get to live with you more. And that's, like, the big thing of what this is about. And I think by far one of the best romances to ever be seen within an anime.
Yeah, that sounds fucking awesome.
It's so good, man. I love it. Again, masterpiece
Yeah,
class of Evergarden and Musume.
Like, I really want to talk more about this stuff, but I just can't because I haven't seen it. So the one thing that I'm gonna say is that the themes that you have explained and the contents of the series that you have explained again, it sounds really interesting, and I'm really interested in how they do it, because I think it's really this could be a really hit or miss series for me, because I think it can hit me on a really emotional level, or it can just completely fail to hit me on that emotional level. So
Here's the
I
one
don't know,
thing.
man.
I'm a clueless motherfucker.
What?
Right? I don't get mysteries very easily.
Mm-hmm.
So I may be the only motherfucker dumbfounded about and being surprised. Like, they do put symbolism to what exactly is going to happen. Right? The symbolism is there, and it's very apparent on rewatch. You're like, okay, they totally, were setting it up for this to be the exact thing. You can totally see it in there. But, if it gets you the first time, boom, right? I always think a rewatch is good. It won't hurt at all. It doesn't need that surprise value. But
Yeah,
if you
I've
pick up on
rewatched
things before it
Anohana
happens,
4 times.
if you pick up on the things before, like, it may be bad, Like, there's, like, Isuka whispers something in the first episode, and you realize she does that to everyone who's going to get, like, they've passed their expiration, and they're pretty much dying at that point. They whisper one thing before they go, and they keep that secret till the second to last episode. Like, if you can pick up on that, that would kind of hinder the series super quickly. You kind of want that shock from it. And if you can pick up to know exactly when the ending's going to happen in the episode, the final episode, it may not hit that well. But if you do get surprised by it, it's probably going to work on you. Or you're just a monster who has no emotions.
Yeah.
Either way, if you say you didn't cry at it, I think you're a monster with no emotion. Simple as that.
Okay, good shit. Good shit.
Good
So,
shit. Let's go
What
to
do you want
another
me to do
one.
next?
Yeah, take us to another one.
Taiyo, you have
We've
anyone?
just talked about 2 really sad shows. Let's talk about Kaguya-sama.
Bro, that shit has a sad moment as well. Season 2, episode 11? That shit's
So
fucking
oddly
tragic.
specific,
Bro.
man. Put the
Bro.
episodes to fucking
I'm
go.
just it's a rom-com, bro. It can be sad, yeah, but it's still a rom-com. Tell me about the
You're
funny stuff.
fucking capping, bro. Shut the fuck up, Taiyo.
Mister.
Damn,
Oh,
bro.
Mister.
Okay. So Yu Ishigami, he's the, like, he's the, antisocial that,
Is
the
he that
dark-haired
blonde one?
character in the back. No, not the blonde
dark-haired
one.
one.
A
Blonde
little-
one is the main character.
He looks like
Yuki.
that one guy from Dragon's Maid.
Yes. They are so similar. Farfnir and you.
Yeah,
They look the
Farfnir.
same pretty much, yeah. His backstory is so fucking tragic, bro. And I think that episode is, like, one of the beauties of the series of putting drama and comedy all in the same thing. Do you want spoilers?
I honestly
No.
do not care.
No.
I'm never going to watch Kaguya-sama.
I
Taiyo does not
really
want
want to watch
spoilers.
it, so no.
Okay.
No.
Refrain. I mean, Kaguya-sama, so far as I can tell, is like people who like rom-coms love Kaguya-sama. That's like the rom-com for a lot of people, it seems. So
Yes, it's
there's-
one of the
there's
biggest.
definitely something there.
I hate
There's a
most
lot of people
rom-coms
love
except if they're
to its
ecchi because I
comedy.
can see titties. But
Now you're talking my language.
The OVA has a lot to it, but that's about it.
I heard
for-
people did not like that. They
It's
were not.
fair.
They were not okay with the Kaguya-sama OVA.
Kaguya-sama fan service.
It's not actually canon, so because how they sourced it is the OVA has two things from the Dojin, which the original creator did not make the Dojin. He was just like, oh, you want to do this? Sure, whatever. And so it adapts that, and then it does 3 parts in that OVA episode, and it does one of the chapters, like chapter 79 or something.
Oh, okay.
It's like fair. If you don't like that, it's exactly against what most of Kaguya-sama does.
Okay.
Like literally chapter 191, I don't know if it was that chapter. I don't know. The one there, the bathhouse chapter. Instead of, doing the, ecchi jokes that most things do, there was just you just being like, you know how most people just go to jail for that? It's funny as shit, just absolutely ragging on how, stupid that shit is within anime.
Is that what you like about it? Like,
bro,
it's kind of
titties,
satire
bro.
of the genre and stuff, or?
Yeah, that, as well as, like, just everything about its humor, I think, is done super well. It's exactly what I want from a comedy series.
Okay.
Just put right there.
Yeah, okay.
There's
fair.
other pick that comedy in this list, too, which I think's better, but, whatever.
Is it Shibuya?
This... No.
Sleepy Demon in
Yeah.
the castle? What's
Yes.
its full title?
Sleeping Princess in the Demon Castle. Let's move on, because, I don't want to go over the spoiler.
Yeah, no, keep
but
it.
That
keep
spoiler,
it-
perfect. There's so much drama in that show, which I think is really good. It gets delved into the manga. Season 3 is going to be outstanding. Going to love it. But Sleeping Princess in Demon Castle. Now, I think this is the best comedy anime that exists for its comedy in particular. I do like Kaguya-sama more, but that's because it has good dramas. Sleeping Princess is just a raw comedy in that respect. It doesn't have these crazy character dramas that you're like, damn, this hitting different, bro. This is just funny as fuck.
Is it?
I think...
Hell yeah.
Is it like organized the same way like Dragon's Maid is? Like, is it that kind of like episodic humor with a little bit of kind of overarching like character development and?
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much the premise of giving the premise is the easiest way to do it is that the princess gets kidnapped. Ooh, right? There's a human world, demon world. It has this kind of Akiza-ish type of thing, but it's not Akiza, don't worry. And it usually makes jokes at Akizas more than anything, than being the corny Akiza. And its premise, she gets kidnapped, and they think, oh, she's going to freak out. She's going to be like, oh my god, I'm kidnapped. But she's just like, bruh, I can't get sleep in this place. This shit sucks. She's ridden of her, princess duties. She has all the free time ever. She just wants to sleep. So that's her goal. Her goal every single moment is, trying to catch some fucking Z's. So in the manga, every single chapter pretty much ends with her taking a nap. Her goal is to take a nap. And like the first episode, she's like, oh man, this pillow sucks. All right, I'm going to make a pillow and I'm going to be sleeping happy. And that's what it goes about. And how is this funny? It's funny because of how fucking crazy the princess is. She's determined. She murders a bunch of fucking people. So like there's a bunch of monsters that work perfectly. There's these ghost shrouds. They're pretty much floating blankets, and they're actual like living monster things, right? Residents of the demon castle. And she's like, all right, time to murder these motherfuckers. So it's just know that she's a fucking assailant going around killing like absolute madman. Oh, can you be used for my sleep? All right, you are done. She's known for being very psychopathic. Like there's a harpy with like fluffy wings, and it's like, I want to be your friend, and she's just like, damn, I could use your wings as a comforter. Can I cut them off? She's like, oh god.
Okay.
And that's a lot of what the jokes come from. And, I think the fact that I was able to shock me in that way, where the first episode, I'm like, let's try this out. Why not, right? I click on it, and then, 2 minutes in, she gets like, a knife from the food she's supposed to eat, and there's like the teddy demons. She's like, fuck, I'm going to murder that teddy demon. I can get the stuff to make a pillow.
Oh, I guess Taiyo didn't like that one.
Rip Taiyo. He'll be back. But
Don't
yeah,
worry about that.
Sleeping Princess Demon Castle. Psychopathic princess that leaves for a bunch of hilarity.
How does the anime fare against the manga? Like, is it kind of just a perfect adaptation, or?
It pretty much just adapts it very well. It does kind of same thing as Kaguya-sama. Like, it adapts a little bit of it. There's so much more in the manga. Tons more in the manga, right?
Are there future seasons like guaranteed for Sleepy Princess, or?
No.
No.
Yeah. But it just is. The anime is a compilation of like the best chapters, really.
Oh, that's kind of nice then. So do you like?
Because it's
I mean,
all episodic. In the
Yeah.
end,
Yeah.
she does whatever to get her sleep. There's some introduced method of, maybe, sleep remedy, blah, blah, whatever. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of things that happen.
Yeah. No, for sure. Do you?
And generally they cover like 3 chapters within episode. So they adapted 36 of like 170 something that are out in English.
Is the manga complete now, or is it still ongoing?
Still ongoing.
Do you think that
Oh,
they'll
damn.
ever do another season, or?
They could.
When did
I
the
don't know
first
how
one come
well
out?
it's sold in Japan.
When did
It
the
really
first season come
depends
out?
on fall 2020.
Oh.
So it has plenty of time to
Oh,
announce another
jeez,
season.
yeah. I almost have no doubt that.
Oh,
there'll be another
there's
season.
plenty of time.
It has, the American audience really liked it. Mal's a good indicator with their scores. If you see good scores, it means the American audience liked it.
Yeah.
A
Well, that's
lot.
still big because, like, I mean, Bleach survived as long as it almost entirely off of like American sales and just popularity over here in the West. So.
But it's like an underrated 8. Like, it's one of the 8s. It's like, oh, this is an 8. Fuck.
Is it like an 8 or like is it above an 8.2? Because I know for a lot of people the 8.2 is like a threshold for like.
It's not
grades.
8.2.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, for me the threshold is about like a 7.5. From then on, I'm like, yeah, this shit is gonna be good.
No, definitely not, because like there's so many anime rated 7.5 and above. Yeah, that's also why they
Yeah.
don't just do it up to 8s, because even like
91 days.
8.1s. Yeah,
It's
91
pretty
days
much
is
a
dog
raw
shit.
8.
But okay, that's okay, good shit. So far we've done Plastic Memories, Violet Evergarden, Uma Musume, Kaguya-sama, and Sleepy
Got
Princess and the
5,
Demon's
alright.
Castle. So 5, not bad. What would you like to do next?
By the way,
Alright,
my bad
let's
for the
just go
technical
quick.
difficulties.
I'm a simp for Bunny Girl Senpai, right? Good show.
Oh hell
Great
yeah!
show.
Hell yeah!
Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Great shit. And of course, should I make the concession that no, it's not, just horny thing, right? It's the, sci-fi
Titties?
romance. No titties.
It's
No titties,
sci-fi.
No titties.
Is it sci-fi?
So-
I thought I was gonna.
Yeah.
I thought it was like comparable to like Haruhi Suzumiya.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much that, like sci-fi supernatural type deal.
Wait, so really still sci-fi?
they-
What is the
they
sci-fi
consider-
element here?
I don't know why they consider it sci-fi, but like because they explain it using means of science on a lot of them.
Is she actually a bunny girl?
Well, she wears the Bunny Girl suit because she's disappearing from the universe, and people are starting to not see her. So it's like, well, I'll know if people
that's
see
science
me.
fiction for sure, yeah. Okay.
She's like, I know
okay,
if people will
that's
see
science
me if I if I put this on, they will notice right away. And most people are unaware, but some people do see her. Of course,
Oh.
the main dude sees her. He's like, what the fuck? Why is there a Bunny Girl in the library?
That's I had no idea. But you specifically chose the movie, right? Not the show.
Yes.
Why? What is it
Yes.
about the movie like more than the show?
Way sadder.
Oh yeah.
So, how the show works?
This man
There's
is
pretty
just
much, like-
you just want sad shit.
There's
bro.
like a bunch of
what
girls
the fuck is this?
Pretty
that
much, yeah.
end up going through a certain circumstance. Like the Bunny Girl, she's disappearing, becoming invisible to people. And there's more cases that come with that. So there's 5 that are done in the show. They each take around 2 to 3 episodes each for the 13 episode show to do it. And the movie's kind of a weird case. Everyone adapts a novel, so it adapts the 5 novels in the anime and then the 6 novel in the movie. And by far, this shit's the most fire because it attaches a lot of the characters that are already there, and it's more time travel-y. There's more time travel in this one compared to other
Well, that's why
ones.
it's sci-fi then. Yeah.
I told you
Sci-fi.
it's kind of like that ending of Angel Beats to a certain degree. To keep it not spoilery, but there's a bit of similarity to Angel Beats with what happens.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah. It's a good parallel to draw.
I have not
love
seen
the
Angel Beats
ending.
either, so
So boom,
Yeah,
you won't be
I've-
spoiled at all.
Yeah, exactly. You're safe.
hell yeah,
And now I'm
For-
intrigued.
I'm safe.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do Psychopaths, right? This is the
Yeah.
anime that got me into anime.
And very much the outlier, like thematically.
Everyone gets in by action, I guess. I don't know why, but you know, it wasn't.
Overwhelming
I didn't do the
popularity.
basic
I don't
bitch
count.
action.
I don't count Psychopaths as an action anime though.
I
Let's
think a
just say it's not
thriller.
No, it's not the primary genre at least. I don't think it is.
well,
It's the same with calling
generally,
calling
you know,
Bakuman
cop
a
type
slice
deal.
of life first before
Yeah,
shonen.
so-
And in that
You
regard,
know.
it's kind of actiony. So
all cop stuff are actually when they're going to arrest people. So you know,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
again,
of course
if you
it's-
want to put it
well,
as a
let-
more detective-y type deal,
Yeah.
you know. But you know, I think a lot of the systems of the world, the ideas it brings up, the questions it asks, and this is, you know, the reason why the first season is always acclaimed as like the only good season, as I think it's the only season where you can actually look at it from both sides and be like, they both stand with a certain argument and they're not wrong in either one. I feel like there's clear siding to, you know, what's the right way the world should work, because you know how, if you've watched it, you know how the civil system actually works. Is that the way of going about things? That's like one of the big questions of the show. Like, honestly, you can think, shit, the civil system may be the way to go with the world instead of not having it. But Psychopaths 2, it's like, yeah, civil system terrible, right? That's what that's what people hate like 2 for.
But you know, that
I think
kind
3
of
is decent.
I mean,
but, you know.
from what you say there, because I've only seen the first season, 2 seems to like follow the natural trajectory of the show, right? Because nearing the end, when they uncover what the civil system's all about, everyone's very much like, Sybil bad. But like, I think it's the presence of Makishima and him questioning like how technologized everything's become and how inhumane it almost is because of how just like in the hands of robots things have become. His questioning of that, like you said, the fact that there's 2 stable sides to the argument that actually work itself out over the course of the show, and obviously one side loses, but I guess it only makes sense that the next season would just pick up from the victor, which unfortunately is a really one-sided view of the issue, I guess. But
Yeah, it's not one-sided, you know, and
Yeah.
that's something I really like about it.
yeah,
You
but
know,
I
of
mean,
course, it's just engaging, easy engagement, you know, highly
Like-
entertaining.
yeah, I'm looking at just the anime list or the anime list page, and just for genres, it says action, sci-fi, police, psychological thriller. So, fucking everyone. But what I don't know, what would you consider the primary? I'd probably give it like the thriller, probably first and foremost.
Yeah, me too.
Since it's like the one
Well, at least
action
from the
pick I
fir-
like, I would call it action.
I feel like action's a more like basic
Yeah,
category to
action's
use.
so
You know what I
vague.
mean? Like I
If you
feel
wanted me
like-
to be specific, I would, of course, go towards like, oh, this is a police one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Like same with like Tokyo Revengers, I would say. I say it's a battle shonen, but it's like a delinquent battle shonen, which gives it a very different inflection. I
Gang
guess.
fights and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like the delinquent genre is like really big in Japan, like too, right? It's outside of TR, but
Yeah.
I mean,
There are so many
we'll talk
good
about
delinquent shows that they just don't get like any recognition, and I'm really sad about it.
they
like,
don't seem to
worse,
do
it's
super
so
well in
fucking
the
good.
West. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Everyone's
Delinquents
just going to
are
have
so
a single
cool.
episode for the 3x3.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
I, mean,
I
I
think
love
we
Psychopaths.
fucking
That's
do, bro.
one that I
All right.
got into Psychopaths because of Noob, and I really enjoyed it. And Makishima's one of my favorite antagonists in all of anime. It's tremendous. Also, some of the best fucking openings in all of anime. Holy shit.
The openings do be bomb.
But yeah, this is a good one. And no matter what, we must protect Akane Tsunemori. This is #1 priority. Always protect Akane Tsunemori.
That's the one thing Psychopath 2 has going for it. Kade is a badass in season 2.
I like that development. She had pretty nice development over the course of the first season, so it'd be nice to see where it picks up. But like, I just fear jumping into the second season would give me such a bad taste in my mouth that it's probably
Everything
not
else
worth
is
it.
bad.
Yeah.
Bro, skip the 3. Skip the 3.
If I ever did continue Psychopaths, I would genuinely not even watch the second season. Because you said it also has like continuity errors too, right? And like it just creates more plot holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fucked. But Psychopaths. So
Yeah.
you have 3 left. Vivi, Chibunyo, 2 left. Vivi and Chibunyo.
No, yeah, 2 left.
That's
All right. So we've all watched Vivi. Doofy doesn't really like it, but he thinks that's a circumstance of how
yeah.
he watched it to a certain degree.
Yeah, yeah.
But still
I
has
have
the
watched the
gripes about
first
it.
5 episodes. I've watched the first 5 episodes,
And I'll be
absolutely
honest,
love those.
I would have switched Vivi out. It's been a recency bias why I probably put it in.
Oh, yeah?
I definitely, because I was
Really?
rewatching something more, I would have switched it out now.
Oh, I like that.
For
I
what
didn't
would you
realize that
switch it out?
If I could switch it out right now, I would be putting Yuki Yuna as a hero in here.
Oh, nice.
Wait, what?
Doofy's heard me talk
which
about
show?
Yuki
You just
Yuna.
cut out.
Yuki Yuna is
you
a
cut
hero.
out with... Oh,
Am I
that
cutting
one.
out like
Okay.
crazy? That
No,
one?
no,
You
no,
know
now I heard
Yuki
you.
Yuna is a hero?
No, I
I
have seen the posters and I've heard of the name, but I've never seen it. So
Yeah, Vivi,
It gets
Vivi okay.
called the Madoka ripoff.
Yeah.
But it's goddamn better than Madoka, alright? Here we go, boys. Come on. It's better. I don't know. I think it's more... What Madoka does, it, asks more questions. I think it's more closer to Psychopaths in that degree, where it just makes you try to think about things a lot. Where
Yeah.
Yuki Yuna is just like... It's more plain. It's obvious, Madoka's win is like, should a world like this work? Should the suffering of a few individuals be able to, break physics to a degree of like having more energy that ever existed in the world, like
Yeah.
actually creating it?
Mm-hmm.
That shit's crazy to me, right? I'd be like, fuck, torturing a few high school girls, break physics? Fuck yeah, I would do that, right? Like, that's the good thing about Madoka. And, I respect it for it. I really like Madoka as well. But if you want, like, the raw emotion and tragedy of characters, you want to go with Yuki Yuna. By far. Easily. Because it's very apparent. So they don't tell... They pretty much are followed by Entity. And Entity is just a big old dickhead. It's just like, I'm not going to tell you shit. You go and figure
Yeah.
things out the hard way.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep on being deceptive and lying. Kind of like the Madoka one, but and they have a system where they can power up for a moment. Like if they're struggling in battle, they can power up, but they sacrifice one of their abilities as a person. Like you may not be able to move an arm, a leg, not be able to see out of an eye, not be able to hear out of an ear, lose taste or smell, something to that degree. And if you have to power up more and more and more, clearly you'll just lose all your abilities as a human, and you'll just be sitting there, without being able to do anything. And I think that's just a scary thought in and of itself, right? Not being able to do anything, but being conscious of it all.
Yeah.
That's scary to think, because it's a group of like nice friends. It's very more tragic for the viewer as well, because they're such nice people. Like, they love working with charities, they love helping people out, so you don't want to see it happen to those people in particular. Like, they're genuine nice individuals, and you have to see them go through that torture. Like, one of the girls in the show really wants to start singing. That's something she comes enamored with at a certain point. And she sends out an audition, but then boom, a battle happens. She actually has to power up, and she loses her voice. She can't talk anymore, And of course, the audition comes back. Like she wins.
Shit.
Her sister's like, picking up the phone and feels so bad, that this had to happen to her sister. It's like, there's so many devastating moments like that. It's beautiful. Such a good show. And of course, the final episode, extremely sad.
Unlike Vivi.
Yeah, Vivi, I don't think I would come to offense of it as much. It's a good show nonetheless, but, I want to give Yuki
I really liked.
I was definitely
I
underselling
think the first
Yuki
5
beforehand.
episodes really surprised me about how good they were. I think Wit Studio did a really good job, not only on the animation but also on just the casting for Vivi, like the voice actress. Like she really sold that deadpan, but still having a little bit of trying to have that little bit of emotion. That really make me want to watch more. But
It is good shit. The one problem is, I really liked it, but now I can't even remember it that well.
Yeah.
It's like, it was a good
Really?
moment that quickly
Yeah.
went.
I felt like yeah, it was.
oh,
it was
I still
fun while it
remember like
lasted.
everything, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, Wit killed it, like in terms of production, because I mean, even if there was some inconsistencies with the animation, like the choreography was top class, especially given that this isn't primarily an action series, so that's like hella impressive. I think Wit's just good at that kind of thing, anyways. But
It's like, they just cracked the knuckles. Let me show off.
yeah, I mean, they fucking
let me
proved themselves with
let me
AOT
show
and
something
Vinland Saga.
I could have used on AOT. Let me show you what I could have done with
Yeah,
AOT
with season 4.
Season
What season? This is what season 4 could have been. The map would be like CGI time.
Nah, they're like, bruh, let's have Vivi instead. Frick this
Yeah.
Attack on Titan shit. Here you go, map. I have this garbage. It's all about Vivi.
Yeah, but I've already voiced my complaints.
Don't.
The big issues is just the
Yeah.
kind of back and forth between, like, sometimes it feels like it wants to be an idol show, sometimes it feels like it wants to be like a psychological thriller, and I feel like the distance between those two, like, vibes is so massive, and they don't really do a good job bridging between the two. Like,
That's the thing. Most of the songs are ass, not gonna lie.
yeah, like the music's not even great. Like for the idly bits, to be honest, I wasn't huge into it. I also feel like, I don't know, I feel like the ending
The
came
climax
on too
song's good.
fast. I feel like it came on a little too fast, though. I mean, I don't know, maybe I wanted
Fair enough.
because like
I
I'm
guess.
thinking like that one like 2-episode part where like they go to space. I don't know. I just feel like most of that was so useless, and I don't know. I would have rather those episodes be like chopped down to like 10 minutes, and then maybe we use that extra like episode and a half to
I'm
like
just letting them do this.
fill out the
now.
fill out the ending a little more. But I don't know. Minor complaints. It was a fine show, but it will be forgotten in a few more months, and because it's already degrading from both of our memories. So
I'll remember it, but I'll only be able to say it's good. Like that.
yeah, fair.
Oh, wait,
And-
wait, why is it good? Crap. Fuck.
And now
You know,
finally
that's why.
we have one left. Love Chibunyo, Chibanyo,
left.
Chibinyo.
So of course, I like goddamn rom-coms. All right. I think this is like, a signature romance title, which I really goddamn like. Right? The couple is just cute as fuck. Right? And
Well, why does she have guns though?
they're
question.
toy guns.
Oh, didn't know that.
Why does she have? Oh yeah, I've not seen it.
So, okay, so you don't know the concept of it at all?
Not at all.
I have no fucking clue.
So pretty much,
I only know this one. I think that's her, right? That does the with the finger.
yes.
Okay.
Totally.
Yeah, that's
Nice,
her.
nice.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about this whole show. So please explain.
So pretty much like this 8th grader syndrome, being a cringy like edgelord, being in their imagination and stuff, imagining like scenarios of like fights, that's what it's about. So, Rika's in
Okay.
high school, still has the 8th grader syndrome, and our main guy, he's gotten out of it. He used to be one. He used to be a cringe lord, but he stopped. And
Cringe Lord.
cringe lord.
Cringe Lord.
And that man, he keeps getting shoved back into it by Rika, and that's a lot of what it's about. If you see any of the action scenes, it's pretty much when the imagination gets thrown out and you actually see it. You know, those moments so beautifully goddamn animated. You gotta absolutely love them. But that's a lot of what this show is, and one of the big plot points that comes with it over the entirety of it to when it completes with the movie is that should Rika grow up out of this, should she stop acting this way? It generally comes down to, she could be whoever she wants to be and shit. You shouldn't have to be forced out. You can act however you want.
That's cute.
And,
That's cute.
It starts with him coming to accept it, and he accepts it. That's something he loves about her, and then it comes to outsiders. Should they be respectful? And Rika's older sister's like one of the big pushing ones on that topic. I really like this one. I struggle to explain it a little bit, but I fucking love it, bro.
No, it's good shit, man.
Poggy's fuck.
No worries, bro. Good shit.
And there we go.
That's
Complete
Noobs
mind.
3x3.
It's been like a fucking hour.
To recap from
Okay.
top left, moving downwards. Wow, I forgot the name already. Plastic Memories, Violet Evergarden, Vivi Florette's Eyes song, which he would change for Yuki Yuna. Psychopaths, Musume, Kaguya-sama Love is War, Love Chibanyo and Other Delusions. Is that the full title?
Yes.
Bunny
Perfect.
Girl,
Damn.
Dreams of Rascal, Ass
Rascal
Cheeks.
Does Not Dream of Dreaming Girl is the movie.
Okay, weird, cringe title. And Sleepy Princess in the
Cringe.
Demon Castle. And that's
Cringe.
Noobs 3x3.
Oh. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this amazing episode of the Cast, aka the Anime Super Simps podcast. I was your host,
Before you
Taiyo.
got fired.
Thank
and
you.
was
I
like,
should
"Oh,
totally
my
be the
name is
host,
Doofy."
bro. I was hosting this
Thank
episode.
you.
I talked the most, alright? I had to talk about
Okay,
everything.
this is all you, baby. This is all you.
I'm the co-host then. Thank you for the co-hosts, me and my name is Doofy, and our main host, the main man of the evening, our boy, Nooberton.
the most hated gent
Or-
here.
Formerly known as level 1.
I forgot about that, actually. It's just been
Legacy.
called Nooberton for so long.
I still remember that. I was like, why the fuck did you change your name? And then I was like, Nooberton sounds
You
better.
leveled up?
Good job. He leveled up to level
Just
5.
leveled up, bro.
Now he's Nooberton.
All right,
But
we're done
thank you
here,
guys
folks.
so much for watching this episode. Yes, we're done. Thank you so much for watching. All our socials are in the description down below. If you want to subscribe to see mine and Doofy's 3x3 next episode, come check it out. I love you guys. See you in the next one.
And love.
Bye-bye.